I know, but I have to. You know, ever since I was a little girl that I wanted to live in a big old city out east. It's going to be really hard to adjust without you by my side.
So just stay in Carlsbad.
I can't, but we'll keep in touch.
Okay, I'll write to you every day, I promise.
Okay, I'm going to miss you, but I have to go. How about we meet here in 20 years? Exact date and exact time. We'll probably have our lives figured out by then.
Okay, sounds good.
See ya.
What are you doing here all alone so late at night?
It's okay, officer. I'm just waiting for a friend. It's an appointment we made 20 years ago. Sounds a little funny to you, doesn't it? Well, if you have time, let me explain. See, we're standing where Rita's once was.
It was torn down 5 years ago, unfortunately.
20 years ago tonight, I was here at Rita's with Jane Wells, my best chum and the finest chap in the world. She and I were raised here in San Diego, just like two sisters, together. I was 18 and Jane was 20. The next morning, I was to catch a flight east to make my fortune. You couldn't have dragged Jane out of San Diego. She thought it was the only place on earth. Well, we agreed that night that we would meet here again exactly 20 years later from the date and time, no matter what our conditions. We figured that in 20 years, we ought to have our destinies and fortunes made out.
Sounds interesting. Rather a long time in between meets, though, seems to me. Have you heard from your friends since then?
Yes, for a while we kept in touch, but after a year or two, we lost track of each other. But I know Jane will be here. She was always the truest. I traveled 1,000 miles to be here tonight. She won't forget. Oh my gosh, what time is it? 3 minutes till 10? It was exactly 10 o'clock when I left Jane and Rita's.
So how'd it go on the east? Pretty good?
You bet I did. I hope Jane did half as well as me. She was more of a planner, not an action taker. I had to compete with some of the smartest wits to get my pile. A woman gets in a groove in San Diego. It takes the east to put a razor edge on her.
I'll be on my way now. I hope your friend shows up. Are you gonna leave if she doesn't show up in the next 10 minutes?
No, I'll wait about 30 more minutes. If Jane's coming, she'll come by then. Good night, officer.
Good night, ma'am.
Where is she? Jane, are you coming? I hope she doesn't stand me up. Maybe she's not coming. Oh, what am I saying? It's Jane, my best bud. I'll give her a few more minutes.
Is that you, Barbara?
Is that you, Jane Wells?
Bless my heart. It's Barbara, sure as fate. I was certain I'd find you here if you were still in existence. Well, 20 years is a long time.
Oh, I know.
The old gone, Barbara. I wish it had lasted so we could have a dessert here. How's the East been treating you?
It's gonna be everything I needed in the morning. It's amazing. Taller 2 or 3 inches, aren't you?
Well, I grew a bit after I was 20.
How's San Diego, Jane?
I've been okay. I have a position at one of the city departments. Come on, Barbara. I know of a place we can go and talk about our old great times.
Yay. You're not Jane Wells. 20 years is a long time, but not long enough for a woman's nose to change from a Roman to a pug.
You're right. I'm not Jane Wells. 20 years can also change a good woman into a bad one. You've been under arrest for 10 minutes, Silky Barbara.
No!
You're coming with me. Boston thinks you may have dropped over our way and wires us she wants to have a chat with you. You're going quietly, aren't you? That's sensible. Now before we go on to the station, here's a note I was asked to hand you. You may read it here at the door. It's from Patrolman Wells. Okay, it's time to go. You're no longer a free woman.
Bring her in, ma'am. I'm ready.
We're here now. Here she is. Well, 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 if it isn't Miss Jane Wells. How can you do this to me, Jane? We were best friends once. We have a rich history, and you sent me here?
You know I had to, Barbara. You're a serial killer. Believe me, I didn't want to have you arrested, but you killed over 10 people. You even killed Peter, Harry, and Susan, our best pals growing up.
You didn't have the guts to arrest me yourself. I haven't seen you 20 years and you pretend not even know me? How could you?
You brought this on yourself, Barbara. What happened to you? You used to be such a great person. Remember when you wanted to be a nurse?
I grew up. You can't live off a nurse's salary. I needed their money.
You got greedy and selfish. You've really changed.
So you're just gonna leave me here after everything we've been through?
No, Barbara. You'll always be my friend. But I have a family now, and I can't be part of your life anymore.
I'll never forgive you.
I'm down with her. Take her out.